Lewis, did you hear? Well, obviously you heard. I mean, you were here that day. A week or two ago, I told you that Cliven Bundy, Nevada rancher Cliven Bundy, was arrested on his way to the location in Oregon of that armed occupation in which his son was actually involved and ultimately arrested. The latest news, and we just haven't, this happened a couple of days ago. We just have been so busy with other news, we haven't gotten to it. Cliven Bundy has been indicted by a grand jury with charges of conspiracy, assault on a federal officer, and obstruction of justice. This is all related not to the armed occupation that his kids were involved in, but to that 2014 standoff, Lewis, that we talked about with the Bureau of Land Management. Cliven Bundy and 4 other people have been indicted on 16 different felony charges. Should we be glad, Lewis, that there was eventually an indictment, or should we be shocked that after facing down Bureau of Land Management federal officials with guns, it took over a year and a half to even get an indictment? I don't know whether I should feel happy or be absolutely distraught over how this guy was able to get away with this for so long. Well, not to mention the 20 years of refusing to pay the fees.
That's true. I guess we can be happy that there was an arrest and now an indictment without an exchange of gunfire,
right,
and deaths and all of that violence. I guess that's a good thing.
Hypothetically, the charge of assault on a federal officer carries a maximum sentence of 20 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. And if convicted, the defendants would also have to forfeit at least $3 million worth of property that they've secured through these crimes, according to the statement made by officials. This is the law, right? I mean, you can't just opt out of pieces of the law that you don't like. And I don't know if this is an irony or a double standard, but one of the most enjoyable parts of this is how these guys scream, the government doesn't have authority. And now they're being taken to jail and charged by that same government they claim has absolutely no authority over them. Clearly, the government is exercising some authority over them, even if it took decades to do, Lewis.
Yep, and they'll say that it's all being done illegally.
Right.
So be it. I don't think that's going to prevent Bundy from being behind bars.
No requests for snacks so far, right? I mean, we talked about how his son and those co-occupiers in Oregon were requesting all sorts of snacks be sent to them. Reportedly, Cliven Bundy and his 4 co-conspirators have not requested any snacks so far. He is kind of arrogant, right? I mean, it's sort of arrogant to think that the feds are just going to let him fly into Oregon and do absolutely whatever he pleases. He's been on their radar for years at this point after that armed a defense, even though defense doesn't really feel like the right term. I would be very curious to see the look on his face when he's told, not only are you under arrest, we're also indicting you. And I don't know if there is video of that, but that's video I would pay for.
That would be some good video. Yeah, I think, I guess he just thought that they weren't paying attention to him anymore, that he wasn't on their radar. I guess they had 1,000 eyes on him, Dave.